There you are playing the game of Football Manager. Right in front of you, you've got two players, similar attributes. You're looking for a person that can create chances for his teammates. Which player do you pick? Welcome back to the channel. We continue this series where we look at statistics to help us make more informed decisions when we want to sign players in the game Football Manager. In the game of football, managers are always looking for an edge, right? When it comes to scoring goals, they're looking to create goal scoring opportunities from different kinds of actions across the pitch. These could be set piece plays, these could be open play goals. Sometimes they try to overload one side of the pitch and then they try and create space and get somebody to come in on the other side to score goals. Yes, ultimately, in any kind of a system, you need players who can create goals. These could be fullbacks who are dropping in crosses. These could be central midfielders who are looking at making defensive, splitting passes. You could also be looking at wingers and inside forwards who might be cutting inside, looking for players who are attacking the area, who are in more dangerous positions, and they may be in better areas of the pitch to score goals from. So what we're going to do today is we're going to simplify the process of finding these creators. It's simple, right? We're looking for players who create chances. Now, if you go to the game of Football Manager, you see chances created per 90 minutes. But I want to know how effective they are. In order for me to find out how effective they are, I need to convert this into a ratio. So I need to take their actions and divide it by their chances to find out how many actions they need per chance. So I take their actions, which are passes attempted per 90, crosses attempted per 90, and then divide it by chances created per 90. The formula in Excel is the one expressed on the screen right now. Now, the thing about football is that actually in real life, there are more actions that are used, but we don't have all that kind of data in the game. So I'm using the data that's easy to extract. And I found out really quickly in the game, it gives us a fairly accurate assessment. I basically holidayed this game for an entire season just to find out what these numbers look like after one season of play. So I exported all right wingers who had a 7.0 average rating and made at least 10 appearances. So here we've got right wingers who have an average rating of at least 7 and have played at least 10 games. And right at the top of the list is Lionel Messi. If I go to where I put in the formula, these are chance action formulas, and notice he needs about 46 of these actions before he creates a chance, which isn't that bad. And then we've got other players here. Let's find out who the other players are in this list. We've got a youngster called Vinicius Leite. We've got Nico Williams, Pedrino, Kevin Stengs, Munir, and Everton. Well, I mean, Everton is not bad because I know that quite a number of people like to use him in draft mode. So we've got all these players here. What about left wingers? Same thing again. We go into the game. I come in here one more time and do smallest to largest, and it orders the whole group. And we got Jadison, Pellegrini, Tyson, Nicola de Cruz. Of course, we got a lot of leagues loaded here. We got Bundesliga, League One, and this tells me that here we've got these players creating the most number of, needing the fewest actions to create chances. What about fullbacks? Now, this is the interesting bit here. Okay, we're going to take a look at some of these attributes very soon. Now, I've done the same thing here. In terms of chance actions, we've ordered it. Naturally, fullbacks, they need more crosses and more passes, right? Because the guys up front are going to be creating the most chances in the game normally. And here we've got the best in the world is actually Pedro Porro. Pedro Porro is the most effective at creating chances. Then we got Valentin Lazaro, we got João Lucas, Luis Orihuela, and then we got Trent Alexander-Arnold. So in the game, there's a player whose annual wages are £150,000 compared to Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's like £8 million. But João Lucas is a bit more effective at creating chances. So let's pop into the game and find out what he's like. Here we've got João Lucas. This is the player that is outperforming Trent Alexander-Arnold. Naturally, these are two different leagues. But looking at his attributes alone and looking at his transfer value, which is between 1.5 to 4.5 million, I mean, it's a no-brainer. If it was me and I was looking for a fullback right now, I'd probably sign this guy in a heartbeat. If I was working off a budget and I needed somebody who was effective at creating chances, João Lucas would definitely be a worthwhile option because his attributes are actually pretty good. They're not very far away in certain important areas. His composure is very good. He's got agility as well as acceleration. He can cross the ball. He is decent at passing the ball as well. He has got decent vision, good work rate. He's got good off the ball. He's got good positioning. And the important thing here to remember, he's still only 24 years old. He's still got about another 4 years of development left in him. He could be a great player for a team working off a limited budget. For those who've been following me for a long time, you know I've written entire books on attributes and how you can use them to go find players. I mean, the approach is still viable, but what if you get to a point where you want to have a different kind of a challenge, or maybe you want to develop a better understanding of your players? I mean, it will happen eventually when you have two players looking at you and you have to make a decision who to sign. What do you do? So statistics enables us to, you know, basically build a profile of their players so that it's easier for us to understand. And then, you know, like sometimes when I'm playing the game, I'm looking for wingers that create chances. So I look at their ratio of chance creation. And then on top of that, I'll be looking for other things as well. Maybe I want somebody who can take on players. I'm looking at fouls against. Yes, players with pace, agility, dribbling, sometimes they get fouled a lot because they need to be stopped. And then, you know, those, in doing so, they create chances as well because you get indirect free kicks from those kind of areas. And then, yes, for those of you in the know, I also love competitive spirit. Yes, the competitive spirit means that this player is willing to take a technical foul. And I've got inside forwards and inverted wingers. Whenever I sign them, if they've got a competitive streak in them, I'll sign them in a heartbeat. Why? Because I need them to take one for the team sometimes, so that my midfielders don't pick up cards early. Yeah, I mean, statistics are fantastic, but you also have to remember that understanding statistics or picking players by statistics, it's not going to help you if your tactic is bad, right? So I've already created the total tactics tester. So if you want to go and find out if your tactics are any decent, yeah, you can of course use that. And basically to understand how your tactic is doing. Of course, Stick is running the Discord over there, and if you have any questions, he's going to be more than willing to help you guys out. The game of Football Manager is fundamentally a simple game. Right? If you use a logical and a balanced approach to the game, you're probably going to have a lot of fun. And I'm hoping that this sharing this information with you gives you something extra to approach the game with, and you find it enjoyable. Remember, the links to the views and the Excel spreadsheet are below, and they do expire after 1 week, but I'm sure some of you have found a way around that already. You guys stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.